Good afternoon. Let's try that again. Good afternoon. How many of you have read One for the Murphys? One, two, not many. I start every public speech, as well as every staff meeting, with a book talk. Do you have tough students in your school? Do you have students in foster care? Carly in One for the Murphys is in a bad predicament. She ends up in a loving, nurturing foster home. Days turn into months, and the young girl learns to be a Murphy. But then news from her mother shatters her world. I truly love how Linda Hunt weaves the message of Shel Silverstein's Giving Tree into this book. However, the greatest message is being someone's hero. You are all heroes to countless students across the nation. Thank you. Who's telling your story? Who's telling your story? Tony Sinanis, who was the NDP from New York this last year, and Joe Safano have a quote: never give up the opportunity to say something great about your school. For if you don't, others will. And unfortunately, in often cases, it'll be negative. The following is part of a press release from the reauthorization of ESEA. Quote, Minnesotans and all Americans have waited long enough for reform that will fix a broken educational system. Well, we don't have a broken educational system, nor do we have broken schools. I've been in numerous schools throughout our zone, and I've yet to find one that's broken. We can't fire our way to the top. What we can do is tell our story. I want to listen to your stories, and I want to share them. It's my desire to build relationships and to work tirelessly on your behalf of both elementary and mid-level principals and our students. Faith, family, education, hard work, and volunteering are characteristics that describe me. I'm Stephen Geis, and I'm running for president-elect of NAESP. A little bit about me. Proud father of Faith, who's 13, Claire, who's 11, Sophia, who's 8, and Matthew's 4. Happily married to Kathy for 20 years. I was raised in a family that valued faith, family, education, hard work, and volunteering. I've been a teacher, a secondary principal, prior to finding the most rewarding vocation as an elementary principal the last 10 years at North Trail Elementary in Farmington, Minnesota. I have 630 inquisitive students and the most dedicated professional staff. I'm running for president-elect because I want to share your story. I can't do it alone. I plan on using technology to reach out to state leaders to solicit their stories and their help to share them, and also to keep principals engaged through not only Twitter, but also Voxer and other correspondence tools. Additionally, I want to share my love of literacy. Reading is the skill that unlocks every subject matter and leads to a successful school and beyond career. Nicholas Farino said, children who are loved at home come to school and learn. Children who aren't come to school to be loved. I learned this powerful quote this last week when I had the privilege of meeting Linda Hunt, introducing her new book called Fish in a Tree. It's a fantastic book about Allie, a 5th grader, who can't read, and she hides it through creative, clever distractions until she meets Mr. Daniels. I'm going to stop there because I haven't finished reading the book. Every evening, and for those of you that know me, every evening, even if I'm away, I read 20 minutes to my children, so we're on chapter 8 right now. Another routine that I have is asking 3 questions at the dinner table each night. I ask my children, what's one nice thing you did for someone today? Second, what did you learn in school today? Those questions were the same ones asked of me when I was at the dinner table growing up. But I've added a third. What question or questions did you ask today? We have the most profound vocation during the most formative years. We have the privilege to love and to watch effortless magic daily in our classrooms. I challenge you to share the magic that you see. In closing, Abraham Lincoln said, the best way to predict your future is to help create it. I want to help create NAESP's future with your help. I'm Stephen Geis, and I approve this message. Anytime I have a microphone and ask a question, I can't limit it just to one, so can I have two? Abraham Lincoln said in 1861 in the speech, he said, "Public opinion in this country is everything." What we need to do in public education is change that public opinion, and it's done through telling our stories. That's number one. Number two, what I would do, I would promote literacy and the love of reading, putting books in students' hands. Napoleon Bonaparte said, "Show me a family of readers and I'll show you people who move the world." Research shows that students that get to choose their books and providing time in schools helps build skills and encourages them to develop the habit of reading. We need to put books in the students' hands and enhance the teacher classroom collection. According to the American Library Association, that each classroom should have 300 titles. Dana Gloria tells us all the data shows how powerful reading transforms the lives of readers, of individuals, regardless of their social circumstances. Regular reading not only boosts the likelihood of an individual's academic and economic success, the statistics are confirming. Books change lives. Every classroom would have 300 titles that are updated yearly. In addition to that, students would be allowed and encouraged time to read while teachers are conferring and coaching with them, and also promoting literacy, and then also advocating on the pre-K initiatives. Those early learning pay the dividends. You guys will all know who said this. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. I want our students to go places through literacy and books. My greatest strength is I love what I'm doing every single day. When you find something that you love, you never work a day in your life. I never have. Going to school every day, my energy, my enthusiasm is contagious. I truly see myself as a servant leader, that I don't have a problem going when there's a spill. When I say a spill, think of how many words in our vocabulary that can describe things that come up from our mouth. That my daughter, when she was very young, came, "Dad, I spilled." Well, it was something that came up, but think of all the negative ones. When we have a spill in the school, I have no problem going and cleaning that up without the custodian. I'm a consensus builder and a collaborator. For anyone that knows me, I'm also very passionate about what I do. What you see is what you get. Other strengths that I would bring to the organization is that tireless energy that you already heard, that I have 4 children. I run a school of 630 students, but in addition to that, I also farm. I farm corn and beans, and I raise bison in southwestern Minnesota, 160 miles away from where I live. So a lot of energy is what I would bring. And I want to thank everyone here. I think I have 30, 20, 10 more seconds. Appreciate you all coming despite the weather. That's why I said giving someone a microphone. We appreciate all the state leaders, and thank you what you do on behalf of all of our kids. God bless you.